Hey guys, Grumpy Jeff here, just kind of giving you the lowdown of what the whole intent of the channel is. And in the background I have the first couple void shards I pulled last weekend. Should have done that live, should have been able to have a good reaction for you, because you'll see here in a few moments I get my Krisk. He pops up and that really changes a whole bunch of my account, and I didn't get to react to it live, so that's kind of a bummer. But the whole point of this video is just kind of say, you know, the reason I'm doing this is because I started whaling out a little bit on my main account, and I figured might as well share it with everybody else. So I went and I set up a budget account. I'll be spending $5 to $10 a week on, and kind of show you how to play Raid that way if you're one of those budget gamers. And I also have a free-to-play account, which I'll be showing a couple videos on, and kind of showing how to play that account, and maybe doing some build-outs of some common and uncommon champs, because you don't really see too many of those out there. And they do have some fun skills you can play around with, you know, how to gear them right, or just gear them good enough, because a lot of this game is really inaccessible down the line unless you spend money. Personally, I look for videos on common and uncommon type champions, and I couldn't find any, and that's kind of why I wanted to make it myself. I'll also probably occasionally talk about beer and whatnot. I do own a pub in California. We focus on craft beer mainly. Well, here's my Krisk. So, that was a huge win. But yeah, I'll be talking about beers and whatnot. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, just leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy to tell you what's good out here, what's not good. If you have any questions about any California breweries or whatnot, I'd have a decent amount of information on that. Anyways, back to the game. So I'll also be creating Grumpy Jeff's clan, which is really for beginners in the game. I'm actually doing this for my budget account and for my free-to-play account. I'm using my whale account to help them kind of get the double gear rewards on the clan bosses. So if you want to join or just send a application, I think it's GJI, I think is the identifier, or just Grumpy Jeff. Go ahead and put in the application, I'll let you join, and I'll help you get some of that clan boss gear. I also will be building out my own clan boss teams. It was never really a huge emphasis in my games, but it needs to be now. So I'm getting to that point in the game where I really need that kind of extra rewards, the gems, the whatnot. Try and spend less, I guess, on the game in general. But there's my champions. As you can see, quite a few legendaries, quite a few epics leveled up. Got my double cold hearts. You know, there's the Krayla I just got. Just farting around with most of my gear, most of my champions. Building out a lot of faction wars characters. That's where my focus has been lately, just trying to get that kind of leveled up and leveled out, especially with the announcement that they're going to have a faction wars champion that you can win. I'm really kind of anxious about that, so I want to kind of put my guys together and really start pushing on that. It is one I do forget to do daily, which is a big no-no if you're an everyday player like I am in Raid. I forget the faction wars and I ignore the champ, or the clan boss. Big no-nos, both of them big no-nos. So that's kind of one thing I'm retooling my teams around and trying to focus on in this go-around. But what are you gonna do? You know, I do play this as a casual hardcore gamer, and that's definitely how I identify myself, casual hardcore. So I don't like to dive wildly deep into every game I play. I have a hard time. There you go, GJ1 for the Grumpy Jeff. I like to enjoy my games, which means sometimes I'm going to pick characters you won't necessarily like or agree with, and that's perfectly okay. And the reason I do this is really because I think they look cool, or I like the character's storyline I can create in my head behind them, or, you know, it's just one of those ones I identified with from my early games, so maybe I push a little too hard on that character. And part of it is any game you really enjoy, you really start to identify with certain characters, at least in my belief and the way I play. So that's just how I go about this. So you will notice some of my characters have been leveled up a lot higher than they should be. I have a couple, you know, 60 level guys that just don't need to be. I also have made a couple huge rookie mistakes in the game, and I'll discuss those later. But there you go. That's the general basis for the whole video today, is just to kind of get you a lowdown of what I'm doing and what it's all about. And I look forward to producing more videos for y'all. And if you like what I'm saying and like what I hear, then please subscribe and click the little bell to get notifications. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great day.